Yes. Yeah. Good evening, all. So myself, I'm Vijay. Like I hold 20 plus years of experience, which includes nearly 10 plus years of experience in Python environment. My experience includes design, development, and implementation of Python and Django-based applications. Well versed in implementing different Python libraries like NumPy, CP, Pandas, PyTables, Matplotlib, CPs, right? So before I start, can anyone please confirm whether my voice is clear, whether the screen is visible or not? Yes. Yeah, anyone? Is my voice clear to all? Is my screen visible to all? Can anyone please confirm me once?
Yes, Vijay, I can
Fine.
hear you.
Fine, thank you. So as part of today's demo, I'll be covering the following things. Okay, just I'll be discussing the following topics. So why Python? Already we have got many other programming languages like Java, C++, Java, and many other programming languages. Why again Python required? That too, Python is not a kind of technology that is very recently introduced. It was introduced in the year 1989. Why all of a sudden Python is super popular? Reasons which makes it super popular. And who can learn Python? There are no prerequisites for learning Python. Anyone can update with Python. The statements of Python looks like a normal English statements. They are not as complex as other programmings. Even coding wise, if you want to check lengthwise, you can check coding wise. If we check the Python statements, the coding of Python not even one fourth as compared with any other programming languages. So I'll just brief you by taking some examples. I'll write code in different programming languages. You can check, you can compare the coding with other programming. So you can check how simple the Python statements and how Python was built and how Python was derived by taking the features from different other programming languages. That's why we call Python as a hybrid language. Python real-time applications. What kind of applications are we developing today by using Python? Python mostly used for developing what kind of applications? Before you update with any technology, you need to know what kind of applications are getting developed. Who are using Python today? Topmost applications built using Python. Python features. Python comparison with other programming. Python comparison with other programming. Reasons why Python is suddenly super popular. Reasons why Python is suddenly super popular and Python job market, the current job market of Python, and what is the scope of Python in the coming years? What is the scope of Python in the coming years, right? Yes. So starting with why Python, I define Python in 5 lines. I just define Python in 5 lines. So Python is a general purpose programming. It is a general purpose programming, right? Yes. Any kind. Okay, what do you mean by general purpose programming? Before Python, there were some programming languages like Pascal. If you heard about Pascal, Fortran, COBOL, right? These are purpose-based languages. What are these? Purpose-based. Purpose-based languages. They are used for a specific purpose. They're used for a specific purpose, not for all the purposes. So purpose-based language, not for all the purpose. Like Pascal for complicated mathematical applications, Fortran for scientific applications, COBOL for business applications. They're used for a particular purpose, specific purpose, not for all the purposes. But a language which is suitable for developing, a language which is suitable for developing any kind of application, any kind of application, such a language we call it as general purpose programming. A language which is suitable for developing any kind of applications, Such a language, we call it as general purpose programming. General purpose programming. Example like Python is a general purpose programming where any kind of applications we can develop today by using Python, like automation applications creations, web applications creations, animations, gaming applications, networking applications, embedded applications, desktop applications. In this way, wide varieties of applications we can develop today by using Python. And that too today, Python is the mostly chosen or mostly used programming even for implementing different domains of different high-end technologies. You see, today in different high-end technologies, Python is mostly preferred as an implementation language, like data science with Python, right? Means machine learning with Python. And if you talk about big data, like Spark with Python, we say PySpark, writing automation scripts in DevOps environment, IoT, in robotics, right? Writing automation scripts using Python. So Python is mostly chosen in different high-end technologies. Python is multi-programming language. It's a multi-programming, right? What all the features we see in different other programming languages, all those features here we are seeing in Python. It has taken some one feature from one programming, it has taken other feature, right? In this way, from multiple programming languages, it has taken the features. That's why we call this Python as a hybrid language. High level Python is a high level language. Python is a high level language. There are two types of languages. Okay, there are two types of languages. Just observe here. Two types of languages. Low level languages. Low level languages. Secondly, high level languages. Low level languages and high level languages. Low level languages are um, example of this low level languages like assembly level language or machine level language, right? These languages are not human understandable. Firstly, these languages, they are firstly not human understandable. They are not human understandable. They are not portable. The code can't be carried from system to system. They are not portable. And machine, observe here, they are machine dependent. They cannot run on all the hardwares and all the operating systems. They're machine dependent. High level languages like Python, high level languages like Python, right? They are human understandable. They're human understandable. They're portable. Human understandable. They're portable. The code can be carried from system to system. And machine independent. It can run on all the hardwares and all the operating system. Machine independent. Okay. So Python is a human understandable, is simple, like looks like normal English statements, portable, the code can be carried from system to system, machine independent, can run on all the hardwares and all the operating system. Interpreted language, Python is a interpretation means line by line execution, right? Here also we have seen two categories of languages. Observe here, we see two categories of languages like compilation languages we see, yes, compilation languages and interpretation languages you can see. Compilation and interpretation. Compilation, right? Example like C language. Interpretation like Python. In case of compilation, for example, if you have got some lines of code, if you see like 20 lines of code, assume this entire code executes at once and displays if you got any errors there. But in case of Python, statement by statement, it won't execute all the statements at once, statement by statement execution, which makes the debugging easy. Statement by statement execution, right? Yes. Yes, Python is a general purpose programming. Any kind of applications you can develop, multiple programming language, multiple programming features, programming languages features. It's a high level language, easily understandable, portable, and machine independent, can run on all the hardware and all the operating system, interpreted line by line execution, which makes debugging easy, and user-friendly programming or programmer-friendly programming language, which provides simple syntaxes, which looks like the normal English statements, right? Yes. Now coming to this multi-programming features, what programming features Python has got and what we will be discussing as part of our course, right? Yes. Python has a, Python has a procedural oriented programming, yes, procedural oriented programming features. It has got a procedural oriented programming features, example like C language. It has got object oriented programming features, object oriented programming features, like example C++, Java. Object oriented programming. Next, like scripting. It has got scripting features like it has got scripting features like shell script, Linux shell script, Linux shell script, and it has got a modular programming features. Modular programming features. Because of this modular programming only, Python is super popular today. Yes, like modular 3, you got like modular 3, like mod. See, like the two major programming languages used for enterprise applications creations, like Python and Java. Python and Java are the two major programming languages used for enterprise applications creations. Used for enterprise applications creations. But the Java programmers or developers are strictly restricted to use only object-oriented programming. Without object-oriented programming, there is no Java programmer application, right? Everything should write within this class and we need to write within the class with compulsory object-oriented programming. But in Python, without object-oriented, with procedural-oriented, with modular programming, we can write different varieties of applications. But in Java, without object-oriented, you cannot write a single programmer application. But Python is one of the best scripting language with vast varieties of libraries towards scripting. And modular programming, Python has got super popular because of this modular programming, I said. Because of thousands of modules, Python is providing 89,300 inbuilt modules. Python is providing for different environments. Whatever domain or environment you are from, Python has providing module for each and every environment. For data science, it is providing. See, if we talk more on these modules, for each and every environment. For data science, it is providing separate modules. Around 10 to 15 modules Python is providing for this data science environments like NumPy, CP, Pandas, PyTables, Matplotlib, CP, Skikit, and TensorFlow, right? Similarly, for even for big data environment, right? Today, Python is providing separate modules, especially for Spark, like PySpark, right? And even for network environment, for networking, not only module, separate framework it is providing, right? Yes, not only for this networking environment, for different other environments like for even testing test cases, right? Python is providing modules not only for this like operating system kinds of activities for OS related operations. The name of the module itself is OS. The name of the model itself is OS operating system for creating directory, for removing a directory, for renaming, for listing out what is present within the directory, for all this kind of operations. For each and every database, right? Python is providing a module. Python to connect with the Oracle database, we require separate module like cx underscore Oracle, cx underscore Oracle, and even for MySQL, right? Yes. PyMySQL, right? Yes. Oracle, MySQL, right? And for SQL Server, for every database, it provides a model using which we can simply connect. It's not like as complex as Java connecting with the database. Here, just if you just by using the module name and username and password, we can just easily connect to this, right? For SQL Server by ODBC. And apart from this, right? Yes, Oracle, MySQL, SQL Server, and for each and every file format, for Excel files, for creating Excel workbook, within that Excel workbook, creating multiple Excel files by writing Python code only, right? These Excel files has to be created or generated. And not only Excel files, CSV, comma separated value files. The name of the module itself is CSV. For JSON, JSON module, JavaScript object notation. For XML files. So we have got Python is providing models for reading and writing the data from these files. For PDF, we can easily create PDF files by writing Python code. The PDF file gets generated. We can read data from it. We can write data. For mathematical operations, the name of the module is math. And for statistical operations, we have got module for statistics. We have got separate modules available. Python is providing even for generating graphs, especially for normal graph, bar graphs, histograms, scatter plots, stack plots, pie graph. Different types of graphs we can generate by using Python. In this way, these are some of these examples. In this way, thousands of modules Python is providing. 89,300 modules, 89,300 modules Python is providing for different environments, right? Yes, whatever environment you are from, Python is providing module. Before you update with any technology, you need to know what kind of applications are getting developed. Python real-time applications, right? Yes. Once again, can anyone please confirm whether my voice is clear and loud? Yes, can anyone please confirm me once again? Real-time applications. What kind of applications are we building today by using Python? Python mostly used for what kind of applications, right? Python mostly used today for web applications. Lot of web applications are getting developed today by using Python. You may ask from the last 20, 25 years, Java, .NET, these are mostly preferred for developing web applications. Why again Python today, right? Python has got a framework called Django framework. It's a Python framework. At a rapid speed, you can develop a web application using this framework. It has got its own database, SQLite. It has got its own application server. It has got many flexible features it is providing. Very less coding, not even one-fourth coding, I said, as compared with other programming. And even 40% of the code is already available. You don't need to write this. And Python mostly used for automation applications. Python mostly used for automation applications. Lot of automation applications are getting developed today using technologies like data science, using technologies like IoT, using technologies like DevOps, right? Yes, many automation applications are getting developed. Yes, many automation applications are getting developed. So especially if you talk about this IoT, Internet of Things, it is a physical network. It is a physical network or device embedded with software, sensors, electronics for exchanging data, for controlling the things, and for exchanging, for collecting the things, for controlling the things from the place where you are, right? In a simple way, electronic devices connecting and communicating with each other. Electronic devices connecting and communicating with each other, right? Yes. Yes, observe here, right? IoT here, 90% of the coding in Python, right? We write many scripts in Python. And also for data science, everything deals with the data here. Data science, everything deals with the data. Data has got experience, data has got future reference. Using data, data science, we perform data analysis, data predictions, data classifications, data clustering, data recommendations. The blend of technique. The main technique what we see here is ML. The main technique what we see here is ML, machine learning, right? Yes. It's a blend of technique in this ML, right? We have got many techniques like regression techniques, classification, clustering, recommendation, pattern matching. For all these techniques to implement, we require a language. For all these techniques to implement, we require a language. So Python is the mostly chosen or mostly used programming for implementing this machine learning, deep learning, AI, all these kind of things, right? Java is never preferred for implementing this data science. Even for DevOps environment, Python is providing many automation scripts, right? Apart from this, one more major area like big data environment, right? Python is mostly preferred for big data environment, right? Yes. Today, if you see data is getting stored, you should have seen uh, KBs of data, you should have seen MBs of data, or even GBs or TBs of data, you should have seen. But petabytes of data is getting generated today. 1 petabyte equal to 1024 TBs, right? Already 1 TB is a large storage unit, but for storing this huge data and processing this huge data, we have got some big data tools. If you heard about Hadoop, Spark, these are the technologies, right? Yes, especially Spark. It's a very high, it's a very high speed processing technology, right? Which process huge data at quick time. So it uses language like Python. It's implemented using Python. Spark with Python, we call it like PySpark. And apart from this, Python mostly used in scientific applications. Scientific applications, right? A lot of scientific application, even a separate module like CP, scientific Python, right? It's and even for numerical analysis. For numerical analysis, right? We have got Python is providing NumPy, right? Yes, numerical Python. Apart from this, for graphical user interface or for animations, right? So we have got a TK Inter Python is providing, or PyQt are some examples of it. And for one more major area where Python is mostly used, like game development, lot of games are getting developed using Python. Single user games, multi-user games, right? Single user, multi-user online games, especially for developing games in Python. Python providing separate framework like Pygame, a separate framework Python is providing, right? One more framework like PyCara, and like for 3D games, for 3D rendering library like PySci. And apart from this, Python also used for scheduling, right? Yes, it's providing Airflow and for testing or for test cases, for software development. Python is used for software development. Even software developers make use of Python as a support language. For business applications, Python is one of the best choice for developing e-commerce websites. And apart from this, business applications, One of the hottest applications of Python, database application. Without a database, there is no web application. So Python can connect with any database like Oracle, MySQL, DB2, SQL Server, all this what? Yes. And apart from this, Python mostly used for web scraping. Web scraping, right? For harvesting data, for extracting data from different websites, right? Like Flipkart, Amazon, from all this. We have got separate modules like Python is providing. BS4, Beautiful Soup, web scraping like BS4, URL lib. Yeah, these are some of the examples, right? Even Python is used for networking, for network applications. For network applications and network programming, Python is one of the best choice. Yes, apart from this, for network application, for network programming, apart from this, Python is used for audio video applications, audio or video applications, and also used not only for computer applications, for electronics and civil environment. Also, Python is used for embedded applications. The most famous embedded application like Raspberry Pi, which uses Python for its computation. And also, apart from this embedded, Python is also used for CAD or 3D CAD applications and for computer vision, right? For face detection, object detection, color detection. Python is mostly used for developing these kinds of projects. And for data analysis, it is used. And for robotics with Python, right? There is a huge demand today. And for desktop applications, single user console applications, right? Python is mostly preferred. So in this way, a lot of applications we can develop today by using Python. So these are some of the examples, right? Who are using Python today? Topmost companies built using Python. Who are using Python today, right? Topmost applications built using Python. Topmost applications built using Python, right? Yes, just Google is one of the best example of Python web application. Google web crawling is first written in Java. It was too difficult. It was rewritten in Python. Facebook using Python. Google using Python for its web search system. YouTube using Python for its video sharing service. Google, Facebook, sorry, Instagram, right? Instagram is built using Python. By the prime reason for Instagram to choose Python practicality and hybrid features. NASA using Python for its research and development activities. Uber pricing algorithm implemented using Python and ML. We have got other applications like Quora, Reddit, Pinterest, Dropbox. Netflix, the popular OTT platform like Netflix using Python for security, automation, and subscription related things, right? Yes. MMOG, right? Massively multiplayer online games. Massively multiplayer online games. Maya, a powerful 3D animation. Okay, Maya powerful 3D animation which uses Python, right? And apart from this, Python is used for BitTorrent using Python, right? For iRobot for military and commercial operations, and for hardware testing companies like IBM, Seagate, Qualcomm, all this they are using Python for hardware testing purpose. These are some of those examples, right? Yes. Mm, 1 second. Applications developed using Python. Just to see in Google, right? You can see that list. Dropbox, Instagram, Pinterest, game development, Reddit, Spotify, Quora, Uber Technologies, Facebook, Netflix, web development, Discuss, desktop, GUI, software development, blogs. In this way, lot of applications built using Python. Yes. And finally, reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular. Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular. Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular. First thing is most of the programmers or developers are attracted towards Python. They are migrating towards Python because of this very less coding, right? Yes. Not even 1/4 coding as compared with other programming I said, and that too simple syntaxes it is providing, not as complex as other programmings. And Python, one more important feature like interactive mode given by interactive mode. We can easily interact with Python statement by statement. For every statement, it gives response. This kind of interaction you cannot see in other programming. See at the bottom search panel, I am typing CMD, and if I press enter, command prompt will be opened like this. If you type Python, right, Python is already installed in my system. If you say Python, Python version will be displayed. Python interpreter gets opened, right? Yes. Python interpreter gets open. Any valid Python statements. I'm asking 23 into 45. 3 plus 4. What is x value 10? Y value 5. What is x? What is y? What is x plus y? X minus y, x into y, x by y, x into 2, x square, 10 square, right? Yes. X equal to hello. X into 3 prints hello for 3 times. X into 5 prints hello for 5 times. Yes. Quit, if you want to say quit, it will come out of this, right? In this way, you can easily interact statement by statement. This kind of interaction you cannot see in other programming. And I said multi-programming features Python has got, right? That's why we call it as hybrid language, multi-programming features. And also wide varieties of applications we can develop today by using Python. Wide varieties of applications and many built-in libraries. Many built-in libraries like 89,300, right? 89,300 inbuilt modules Python has got for yes. Very less coding, simple syntaxes, interactive mode, multi-programming features, wide varieties of applications, many built-in libraries, thousands of modules it is providing, right? Yes. Now, so this is the reasons which makes Python super popular. And today Python is the #1 ranked programming language with diversified number of applications creations. I'll show you. I'll just open Google and show you, right? Just open Google and say popular coding. popular coding languages. You can see like popular coding languages. Most popular programming languages. Python remains the most popular programming language. First Python, next comes Java and other programmings. Python remains the most popular. Next comes Java, JavaScript. Yes. Python remains the number one rank. Next comes the Java, JavaScript. Most popular programming languages of 2025, Python, Java, JavaScript, right? So people who go for Python full stack, even JavaScript also I'll be discussing, right? So top 10 programming languages for the beginners to learn, Python, Java, JavaScript, right? Top programming languages, Python, Java, JavaScript. Ranking wise, if you see number one rank one Python, rank two Java, rank three JavaScript. Ranking wise, you can check. Emerging programming languages by popularity, Python, Java, JavaScript. Yes. Even if you see, yeah, just check with this. 2023-24, right? Python is mostly preferred. And if you see the usage of Python in the current industry, you can see this graph, right? A big circle. Python is 31% used, mostly used. Next comes Java, 19%. C++ 9%, right? And even if you see the jobs for this ranking by average salary, Python stands first. Ranking by volume of job openings, Python stands first, right? Yes. And even if you see the jobs for Python, lakhs of jobs for Python today, right? You can see Python jobs, you can type in this Google, right? Yes. Python jobs. Can you observe here, right? 1,88,911 Python openings, right? And even not only this Python jobs, even people who got knowledge on this Python framework like Django jobs, right? Like thousands of jobs for this Django. Can you see here 29,000 Django job vacancies in August 2025? So yes, people who has knowledge in this Python framework like Django are very less. Who has got full knowledge or this command on this Django are very, very less. So as part of this course, right, what I'll be discussing, what I'm going to discuss as part of this course, from ground level to the advanced level, right? Python basics, why Python, history of Python, applications, features, advantages of Python, versions, installations, flavors, comparison between various programming languages, Python operations, Python modes, interactive mode, batch mode, Python headers and IDs, Python data types, Python constants, Python variables, input output statements, type conversions, comments, escape sequences, strings, operators in Python, right? Different types of operators in Python, right? And IDs in real time, we use these IDs, right? Integrated development environment, not on a single ID like other training sites. I'll be discussing different multiple IDs. I'll be discussing, right? Yes, like PyCharm, Anaconda prompt, Anaconda navigator, like Jupyter Notebook, Spider, Eclipse, VS Code, right? In this way, on multiple IDs, I'll be discussing flow control statements, looping statements, strings, string indexing, string slicing, string functions, string methods, string special characters, collections in Python, lists, list indexing, list slicing, list properties, list functions, list methods, list addresses, nested list modifications, right? And tuples, the same thing, sets, dictionaries, functions, different types, different categories like keyword, non-keyword, default, non-default, variable length arguments, call by value, call by reference, a recursive function, Boolean function, passing functions, anonymous or lambda function, filter or map function, reduce function, right? Modules in Python. What is a module? Different types of module. Creating user-defined module, setting path, import statement, normal import from import module, alias, reloading a module, working with standard modules, so packages, right? Introduction to this in packages, defining packages, importing, right? Init, defining sub packages, errors and exception handling, types of errors. What is exception, need predefined, and file handling, reading and writing data from different files, object-oriented programming concepts. Here only the side headings are given, means abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, constructors, destructors, garbage collector, right? Types of inheritance, right? Regular expressions, how to extract data from the required data, different modules related to regular expressions, database connectivity, installation of one database, working with SQL statements, Python connecting with databases, working with different operations, Python data and time module, operating system module, and advanced concepts like iterator, generator, closer, decorator, web scraping, working with CSV files, XML files, JSON files, GUI programming like introduction, components, events, labels, fonts, buttons, Excel workbook, data analytics, introduction to data science, Python pandas. One of the important libraries of Python pandas module in brief. Yes, data frames from list, data frames from series, data frames from JSON, data frames from databases. So in this different ways, and NumPy module, numerical Python, and also matplotlib module. These three things I'll be discussing in brief. Even you have got lot of jobs on this three modules, matplotlib, NumPy, and pandas. This also I'll be discussing in brief. You can see, just you can observe these jobs on this three libraries, right? Uh, pandas, NumPy, and matplotlib jobs. Lakhs of jobs you can see for this. Um, 44,758 Pandas job vacancies. NumPy 31,750 NumPy vacancies, right? Thousands of job vacancies for this. NumPy jobs I'll say, right? Can you see 1,71,257 NumPy job vacancies? 1,71,257 NumPy job vacancies in August. 44,000 Pandas job vacancies. That's why uh, these three libraries are very important whenever you go with check that whether these three modules are included in your training or not, right? People generally ask. So as part of our course, right, we'll be discussing all these libraries in brief as compared with other training sites. These 30 topics in brief for this Python core and advanced, right? And people who go for Python full stack along with this uh, the Django framework will be discussed. It's a Python framework for developing web applications. In brief, with around 15 applications will be developing during this course. And apart from that, UI technologies also will be discussed in brief, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, all in MySQL, right? Yes. So just observe this uh, Python core and advanced, around 70 hours I'll be 60 to 70 hours I'll be spending, around 2 months is the duration. Yes, 5,000 is the course fee. And for UI technologies like that, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap, the Django framework, around 15 applications, Flask framework, MySQL, and a project. And topics from 2 to 6 also, I'll spend around 70 hours for that to around 2 months. 7,000 is the course fee. Python 70 hours, framework 70 hours, totally 140 hours, 5,000 for this Python, 7,000 for this framework, totally 12,000. But if you're taking the entire package with a single payment, it is 10,000. Timings of this batch, let me make it clear about the timings of this batch. For the first 1 week, it will be at 7 p.m. But later, I'm making it clear about the timings. Later, after 1 week, it will be starting at 8 p.m., right? Yes. Offerings from my side, you will be getting each and live session recorded videos. Live session videos, soft copy of this class notes, assignments and tasks to work, a WhatsApp group. Separately, I'll be creating a WhatsApp group where you can have direct interaction with me. Resumes and interview questions, live interactive hands-on sessions you can do parallel along with me. 300 plus code examples in Python Core in Advanced, around 15 plus applications. Around 15 plus applications, right? Yes. In framework, right? Any queries you got anyone as part of today's session? Tomorrow, everyone can attend the session. Same timing, using the same link to see more discussion on it, right? Yes. Tomorrow we'll be continuing from where we have stopped. Yes. To see more like coding wise, how the Python statements look as compared with other programming. That just I'll show. Any other, right? Queries you got? You can unmute and you can ask your queries, or you can type your queries in the chat, right? You can see in the chart, right, a big message is given by this DurgaSoft online team, their course content, their contact details, and the payment details they have provided. Tomorrow and day after tomorrow also, everyone can attend the session to see more discussion, like how the training will go, right? Yes.
Sir, one question I have.
Yeah.
Um, so if I want to do Python certification, right?
Mm.
Is there any agenda or like this course would help the completion of this course? Or any
Yes.
certifications you suggest we can?
Yes. Yes. Why? Because in brief, it's not like 45 hours course. I'm spending around 70 hours, right? That's the reason. So we'll be spending a lot of with many working examples I'll be discussing, right? So for that certification separately, I'll take a couple of sessions, right? What is that course content? They'll be testing me with the core concepts, right? What are the how
Mm-hmm.
your performance is measured and what type of queries and how are the queries, everything I'll be discussing separately. Fine.
Okay,
Any
cool.
other,
Thank you.
yeah, any other queries, right? Yes. Okay. So if I'm done with the queries, if there are no other queries, I will sign off for now. Meet you 1 second. Some query was asked. 4 years of experience and I have to change my domain. I'm very much interested in coding. What are the combination I have to learn with Python? So there are many combinations with Python, like Chandravanka, right? Yes. As a Python developer or Python full stack developer, you can go. Or even Spark with Python, like very high speed processing technology like PySpark, you can go, right? And many other are there. Yes. But mainly, if you want to go like Python developer, you can go as Python full stack developer by learning this Python and framework. There's one more like PySpark developer, right? Spark with Python implementation, very high speed processing technology implemented using Python, which has got a great demand today. Even for data engineering, right? With Python, people who go for data engineering also with Python, they'll be implementing the things. Even for data science with Python, ML machine learning with Python, robotics with Python, right? Automation writing this. So in this way, different high-end technologies they are using Python directly or indirectly. You are going to touch, but if you want to have a career in Python, going like Python full stack developer. One more major area today mostly used is PySpark, like Python plus Django, right? Yes, yeah. Chandra. So I said we will be developing around 15 applications where you can do parallel along with me. With that, you will get a full command on this, right? Yes. Any other queries, Yes. Okay. So I'm signing off for now. Meet you tomorrow, same time, same link to see more discussion on it, right? Combination Python and Django is mostly used for as a yes, sir. Combination. What are the combination with Chandravan, correct? Python full stack developer, you can go by having full command on this Python. You want to go like a Python as a Python developer, right? Fine. And even if you want to go to other, like you need to have domain knowledge, like many other areas are there, right? But as a Python, if you want to have a career in Python, going as Python developer. If you want like big data developer or this data science in that Python is preferred in that area, you need to have the domain knowledge. Yes. Today, everywhere, today, if you see in the high-end technologies like data science, ML, and big data, everywhere Python is the preferred language, right, for implementing. Okay. So tomorrow, follow the same time, same link to see more discussion, right? Thank you all for your time. Thank you. Good night. Meet you tomorrow. Bye.